It looks against all odds, but Popovich has been here before. Kicking off our highlights show today is the second leg in the first knockout round of the Champions League. Manchester United returning from Juventus to face them now at Old Trafford, facing a 2-goal deficit. After that, we return to the Premier League to face what has been a bogey team for them in the past in the name of Southampton. Highlights from both these matches coming next. Well, Manchester United have been in this situation before. Just last season, we were here against Paris Saint-Germain. Well, we were in France at the time. And Manchester United and Gregg Popovich pulled off one of the greatest escapes in Champions League history. They are 2-0 down in the last 16 here against Juventus tonight. Can they pull off a similar result in front of the Old Trafford faithful this evening? Well, it's not much difference between the two sides, but Juventus were relentless in their 2-0 win. Goals from Ronaldo and Dybala really settled the tie nice and early for them. Manchester United now have it all to do. They must win by 3. They cannot draw this match and go through on the away goal rule. They need to win by 3 goals, and that's without Juventus scoring. And should Juventus score at any time in this matchup, it's going to make Gregg Popovich's job all the more tougher. Well, his lineup isn't really his strongest. Dean Henderson gets the nod over David De Gea. Phil Jones comes in. Scott McTominay does too. It's Pereira behind the front two of Greenwood and Rashford. And for Juventus, it is a one change to the side. A couple of changes actually. Matt De Ligt is in, as is Higuain up top. Dybala only makes the bench. Of course, the Juventus manager not really going to put his strongest side out there. He does have a 2-0 cushion to maintain here. Well, Gregg Popovich, not much was expected when we came into this tie. The first leg was pretty much as expected. What will happen tonight? Manchester United 2 down. They need to win by 3, and that's without Juventus scoring. Rabiot just strolling towards the Manchester United penalty box. Dean Henderson's thrown that a long way, and it's actually found its intended targets. Here's Marcus Rashford, and Buffon has saved again. What a splendid counter-attack this was by Manchester United. It all started from Dean Henderson, and no one at the back for the Juventus here. Well, apart from Gregg Buffon, who once again denies Marcus Rashford. He's out in tough against the legend today. Buffon really is rolling back the years in this Juventus side today, and in the first leg for that matter. Held up by Ronaldo, Wan-Bissaka. Fall to Rashford, and it's going to be a free kick as Juventus, or Rashford rather, and I think Tellez was offside as well. So either way, United were not going to be able to keep play going there. With a good kick forward here. Rashford, so Greenwood. There is fight in this United side tonight, no doubting that. Here's Alex Tellez with a whipped ball in. Wan-Bissaka, it's in through the keeper. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the most unlikely of goal scorers. Manchester United to pull one back, and we are still in the first half, and this is what United have been friending all season long. Greenwood to Alex Tellez with a whipping ball, and Wan-Bissaka out of nowhere has scored, and Manchester United are not done yet in the Champions League. It's a great header. Buffon, who's been tremendous, could not keep that out. He's very unlucky. And Manchester United want to hurry up and get the game restarted. There is still another half to play. But all of a sudden, is Gregg Popovich at it again. Manchester United 1, Juventus 0 on the night. 2-1 to Juventus on aggregate. There is no away goal scored for Juventus, but United cannot draw this. They need to win by 3 goals to 0. We've got one back. And Juventus are on the back foot here. And the half-time whistle gone. Still a bit of a mountain decline, but Coach Popovich does have the lead. And he is probably on the verge of pulling off something special here. Manchester United are going down swinging. Wan-Bissaka means the score is Manchester United 1, Juventus 0 on the night. Still 2-1 to Juventus on aggregate. But Manchester United, the downside is they need to score 2 more. Wayne by Phil Jones. Rashford. And now Greenwood. And he's away. Mason Greenwood, he scored! 2-0 to Manchester United. And all of a sudden it's not over yet. One more goal. One more goal and plenty of time to score it. And what a man. The man to do it. Mason Greenwood, Phil Jones, Marcus Rashford, Mason Greenwood, touch of death round Buffon, 2-0, and all of a sudden the comeback is on for Coach Popovich again. Look at this touch for Greenwood. It's a tremendous touch away. Probably a slice of luck, but Greenwood won't care. And all of a sudden the impossible is looking possible again under Coach Popovich as Bernafici comes on immediately for Douglas Costa and he wants to get off. And Juventus fans now, they're cheering. And they were cheering at the start of the night. But now, it will be, in fact, I think Manchester United, I think the score means that it'll be an extra time and a penalty shootout should it stay this way. But I don't think United will let it stay this way. I've just realised that. There was no way goal being scored. So, should Juventus not score here, then it could be extra time and a penalty shootout. And oh dear, Phil Jones has conceded a free kick here in a very dangerous position. He's got a yellow card. He's already carrying one from a previous match. I don't know whether that means he'll be ineligible for the next one should Manchester United progress here. Oh, that's a very needless challenge by Phil Jones. And Cristiano Ronaldo here is going to step over the ball. He's going to hit it. It's going to hit the wall. Danilo. And Tellez has got it away. And away goes Marcus Rashford. Unfortunately, he can't beat Rabiot at the races, but if you can believe it, the comeback is on. Rabiot, tackled by Aaron Hemwood here. He's going to launch it forward. De Ligt. Oh, De Ligt's going to miscut the road of the ball. Greenwood to Rashford. Buffon saves it. Greenwood wanted to pass to Rashford. It was the right thing to do. And De Ligt there really spared blushes because he misjudged the flight of the ball. Still another 12 minutes plus to play. Chiellini. Oh, he almost lost it against Marcus Rashford. All of a sudden United are surging forward. Greenwood to Rashford. Gregg Popovich style football. Oh, and Juventus were very lucky there. Marcus Rashford was lurking just as the ball went past him. Neves, look at the determination on these Manchester United players. Energy. Oh, and here's Mason Greenwood, he's away. Zilachin has missed it. Greenwood has scored. Oh my word. 3-0. Somehow, someway, United have done it again. I cannot believe this. Are we going to see another United fighting comeback? Phil Jones, the header back by Chiellini was misjudged by De Ligt, and Mason Greenwood has scored. And oh my word, what a ball by Jones. It was a header back by Chiellini. It's De Ligt who misses the flight of the ball. Mason Greenwood has it all to do from here, and he puts it in. Oh my goodness me. What a scoreline. United again in the Champions League. Delagio has come on for Delilio. Juventus only need to score once and they will be through on extra time, but there's only 8 minutes left to play. We are in and now. Rabiot. Matuidi, it's over. Manchester United have done the impossible in the Champions League again. How? How did they do it? Mason Greenwood and Wan-Bissaka, that's how. Well, after a truly sensational night at Old Trafford, here is now the first knockout round has ended. There was an absolute classic at Real Madrid and Liverpool. The first leg ended on a 2-2 draw. The same again for the second leg, and Liverpool went through on a 6-7 score in the penalty shootout. Wow. Chelsea beating Atlanta by 3-2. They were leading 1-0 from the first leg, but Atlanta gave them a fight, but the extra goal for Chelsea put them through. Manchester City, no struggles against Benfica, and they won overall by 3-0 after a 1-0 win in the first leg and a 2-0 win in the second. Napoli up against Barcelona ended 1-1 after 1-0 from the first leg for Barcelona. Napoli took it to a penalty shootout, but Barcelona's superiority shone through, and it ended 6-7-6 to Barcelona on a penalty shootout. Paris Saint-Germain through against Porto. They won 2-0 from the first leg, and then 1-1 in the second. They won by 3-1 aggregate. Bayern Munich absolutely dealing with Dynamo Kiev, to be honest. A 1-0 win in the first, 3-1 to Bayern Munich in the second. And Lille have provided a real surprise. After a 1-0 win in the first leg for Bayer Leverkusen, Lille stole the show in the second, winning 4-2 and overall on aggregate by 4-3. It has been a sensational night in the first knockout round of the Champions League. Wow. Well, this Old Trafford crowd is buzzing after the midweek shocks where Manchester United beat Juventus by 3-0 in the Champions League to achieve another impossible looking comeback at the beginning of the night. And everyone is hoping, if you're a Manchester United fan, that they can use that result to spur forward and chase down the 7-point gap in the Premier League. Games are running out. We are 10 games away from the end of the season. It has been an absolute rollercoaster ride, and we've enjoyed every second of it, especially when watching Manchester United at their sparkling best, which they were on Tuesday night. Despite the 2-0 deficit to Juventus, they really did look a step ahead, and there were many criticisms from Juventus fans about the manager and the fact that he didn't play Dybala, and a lot of people were actually, Juventus-wise, were calling for his sacking that night, because Juventus really should have lost it, to be fair. And now Manchester United look to spur on and chase down the gap in the league. It might be a bit too big of a gap, but you never know with Manchester United. But you know one thing with Gregg Popovich, he will play to the final game on the final day if he has to. And there's the end of the first half, 0-0. And pretty even. And well, again, Southampton have more of the ball. I think United just have it on the chances created. Unfortunately, there's no goals. 0-0 at the break. And big possession gap to overcome if you look at that. A great tackle by Alex Telles. And Danso is in a race with Mason Greenwood. A race he's going to lose all day long. Rashford, 1-0. And that is typical Manchester United and Gregg Popovich football. And it's Marcus Rashford again under Coach Popovich. And that could be crucial. Well, what a great piece of play this was for Greenwood. He eluded his man and was going to win the race all day. It should be better defending than Vestergaard. And it's an open goal for Rashford. And the result is inevitable. What a wonderfully placed ball this is from Mason Greenwood. Vestergaard misjudges it. And Rashford doesn't miss. 1-0 to Manchester United in an era they kind of need to win at this point, as Luke Shaw will finally come on to face his former club, as they are 1-0 ahead of his at the moment. And it's Rashford again, and it's 1-0 to Manchester United. Well, not to say Southampton haven't threatened, and threatened as often enough as you'd think they should. It's a wonderful ball out. Here's Danny Ings. Lindelof refuses to make a rash challenge, and Danny Ings has gone through. Instant response. And United just can't get a win at the moment. And David De Gea, well, it looked like United had done well initially. I don't think they wanted to concede a foul there. Well, let's have a look at this with the replay. Shaw plays this ball brilliantly, to be honest. It's a wonderful play from United. They all swarm the ball carrier, but Danny Ings really wants it a bit more. Ruben Diaz probably gets in De Gea's way a little bit. Let's have a look. They all go to Danny Ings and crowd his space out. He's got no right to shoot from there. Somehow he's put it in. To be fair to Danny Ings, he had no right to shoot. He was in no position to score, and somehow he did. Really unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Manchester United have been paid back just a little. I think they could probably still go on and win this match. Here's Luke Shaw. And so toward Prowse. Now Valerie. Now Redmond. Redmond is at the races. And there's a mix-up there between Redmond and his sparring partner in Southampton, and they've lost the ball, and Greenwood has a lot of space. Can he poke that into Rashford, who finds Jesse Lingard 2-1, and that's another response, and Jesse Lingard has scored. And we do something with the corner flag. It's a goal celebration, and you can tell that under Coach Popovich, Manchester United just like to have fun as well as play the game of professional football. What a ball that is from Greenwood, and Rashford finds Lingard. It's 2-1. It's Coach Popovich football. It's the best football on the planet. Look at that. It's just wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful watching Manchester United play football. It's like the Arsenal Invincibles. They really are showing signs of that under Coach Popovich. And you have to think, there's got to be some way to convince Coach Popovich to extend his contract, because the Premier League needs Gregg Popovich. Not only is he a great character for the Premier League, but in terms of Manchester United and football, they do play some wonderful stuff. And it's the most entertaining show in the league. Although I didn't look all that together clever, but David De Gea did deny them that. It's a good header from Ings, to be fair. Good save by David De Gea. Kept it and found Rashford. Manzi picks out Bruno Fernandes. 3-1. Game over. Manchester United streaming clear. Bruno Fernandes, the captain for today. And what a response by Manchester United to being head back. Rosani here. Great pass to Bruno Fernandes. And the touch from Bruno Fernandes was magnificent to give him space. Look at this. It's a great pass. That from Fernandes was terrific. And he did the rest as well. Wonderful goal. Manchester United clear as day. And keeping the pressure on Jose Mourinho's Spurs side. As long as they keep winning, they have a chance. Manchester United 3, Southampton 1. Forward to Redmond. Alex Telles heads away wonderfully as usual. Now is the end of the game. A comeback win of sorts with Rashford, Lingard and Bruno Fernandes scoring. Despite the equaliser from Danny Ings, Manchester United just too strong on the day. In a win match they needed to win and keep the pressure on Spurs at the top. Manchester United 3, Southampton 1. For all the results from match day 29, Aston Villa grabbing a shock victory against Manchester City as their push towards the top 10 continues, and they could be in fight for a Europa League spot. They keep on like that. Liverpool beating Sheffield United by 2-0, no surprises there. Leicester City beating Bournemouth by 4-2, and Arsenal and Chelsea with a big clash at the top, and Mikel Arteta has come out on top with a 4-1 win against Frank Lampard's side. Norwich City have lost again to Watford as they are pretty much doomed for relegation at this point. Everton beating Brighton by 2-0. Spurs just continue to win under Jose Mourinho, don't they? It's just no stopping this red-hot Spurs side, who are pretty much odds-on for the title at this point. 3-1 winners against Newcastle. All Manchester United can do is win and hope. West Ham and Wolves played each other to a 0-0 draw. And finally Crystal Palace beating Burnley by 2-0. So it is as you were at the top, 7 points between Jose Mourinho and Gregg Popovich, and it really is looking very likely as the Spurs championship in Jose Mourinho's first season as Spurs manager. That would be some achievement, wouldn't it? Manchester United still in second, 3 points clear of Arsenal. Everton go back up to fourth, taking advantage of City's loss to Aston Villa. Liverpool and Leicester City have also moved up a place. Chelsea have dropped all the way to 8th. Wolves look to have consolidated in 12th. Crystal Palace have moved up to 15th, with Southampton and Brighton dropping a place. No change in the bottom 3. In fact, Norwich City now 12 points behind, with less than 30 to go. And Norwich City, it definitely looks like doom and gloom down at the bottom, and probably not much better for Sheffield United or Burnley either.